Okay then, let's find out what Martin Kpebu thinks about what the Achanse commander has said. Of course, he's a private legal practitioner and a friend of our show. Mr. Kpebu, good morning to you. Do we have Martin Kpebu on the line? Hello? Right, we're working to connect to Martin Kpebu, who's a private legal practitioner, and we certainly want to hear what his take is on the comments of the Achanse commander, who has said that if anybody misbehaves in the December 7 election and he and his men are deployed to deal with it, they will in fact beat the hell out of them. I think we have Martin Kpebu now. Good morning, sir.
Yes, morning, Kojo. Morning.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's get straight to it. What are your thoughts on what the Achanse commander is saying?
Yeah, like in the military, I'm not surprised. There is something they call eye service or face fine. Basically, you do stuff like this to catch the attention of the superiors and especially the commander-in-chief, the president, for promotion. Yeah, that's the only way I can understand why he's doing this. Because in a democracy like Ghana, we embraced democracy some years ago, decades now. So we are in over 32 years, right? And so you still have the soldier coming to talk like we are still in the days of the PNDC or AFRC and the rest of the other military junta. Then I can only ascribe it to eye service or face fine. Yeah, sometimes people don't know. A lot of our citizens don't know. They think as for the military, it's just like straight and narrow. There's a lot of politics, They are also divided. You have NDC, NPC, those kind of stuff in there. So this type of thing that is being, I can understand it in that context. Yeah, but it's despicable. We have to put him in his right place. That there is no space for such statements in Ghana. There is no space for such statements in Ghana. The military had their days when they ruled. They even sometimes did worse. So they should just stay quietly in the barracks. These elections, we don't want them coming back to do what they did in the Techman and stuff, shooting citizens to death. We don't want that to happen again. Nobody has asked the Lieutenant Colonel Kujo to come and beat citizens. He has no right to beat citizens. If you look in Article 210 of the Constitution, it says that the military should defend Ghana. That is what we normally refer to as against external aggression. And then other things that the commander-in-chief, that the president may determine. All right? So, and we are hoping that this time the police will not call in the military. We don't need police calling in the military to come and shoot citizens. We haven't forgotten the Ijura one. We've not forgotten. Even when they went to bury Machu Kaka, you saw what happened. Yeah. And then the commander at the time came and said for them, they shoot to kill. They shoot to kill. That is what he said. That's Brigadier General Apo at the time. He said they shoot to kill. We don't want those things in Ghana, not in our democracy. So there is no space for it.
Let me ask, am I right in saying that what you're really saying is that the military should not even get involved in a civilian activity like an election?
Absolutely. I thought we're very clear about that. That this time we don't want them at any polling station. Enough is enough. We don't want them. Okay, if they haven't heard Kojo, then let's have more series on it. Teaching and staff. You saw the people in the military uniform. Listen, even if some people are saying that it's party faithfuls who were given military uniforms, it's unfortunate. Have they conducted an investigation to dissociate themselves from it? So as far as I'm concerned, they've not been able to show that it is not the military that killed the citizens in Teachman and staff. So with that, we don't want them there. And as I mentioned earlier, remember when Machu Kaka died, this Fix the Country movement, the funeral, the soldiers went and killed. And when we did the inquiry, Brigadier General Apo, my good friend, he came and said for them, they shoot to kill. And I have met other senior military officers who haven't changed their mind. They are still interested in this instant justice. I remember when the Ashaman poisoning of citizens happened. Just around that time, I met a very senior officer. I'll not mention his name. He said, "Oh, for them there, they went there to discipline the citizens. Ghanaians on discipline, or that kind of thing, right?" So their mindset is different. Please don't bring them to the polling stations. Right. Enough is enough. Don't bring the military to the polling stations. I think the police can do it. The police have SWAT teams, etc. The police can do it. Yeah. Once we give them our cooperation and assistance, we don't want military there.
But this is a case where the plan that has been made for law enforcement includes the military as backup.
Excellent.
Should that be amended?
No, for backup, we cannot totally say they should take it off the radar, or take it off the plans. It can stay on paper. Backup doesn't mean bring them physically there. No, you can have them at the barracks and other points out of public view. Yes, but not in the public view and not at the polling station. So for backup there, because these are security matters, they will resist and say, you and I don't have enough facts to hold a contrary opinion from theirs. But one thing is very clear, that we don't need the backup immediately in the polling stations. They can be somewhere strategic, but out of view, out of sight, and out of sound. Right. Yes.
Okay. I want to thank you very much for your time with us. Martin Kpebu is a private legal practitioner.